That would have been a short one.
But I didn't hit the end stream button. I hit the go button. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is Friday. That means it's time to have a little chat with the stationery community. I'm Mike.
I'm Audrey.
That's it. We did it.
Yep.
That was quite the sigh there.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's see our...
I feel like I was better today about getting ready and...
Yeah. On time and everything.
Timing was a little better today.
Yeah, for sure.
A few minutes better.
For sure. Welcome to our early chatters.
Yeah.
Greg and Ruth and Russell and Russell. Wait, Russell got two different colors for the same... Wow, that's weird. I don't know why. And Russell here. I thought it was two different Russells because it's one purple and one green. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yep. And Becky says, off work and ready to chat, and it's sunny there. It is not here.
Not at all.
Geidi Nixon, I think that's none of your business in German, is here. And
is that the person from last week?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, probably
well,
so.
if that's you from last week, hello.
Yeah. And let's see, who did I leave out? Nancy Rudy, and there's a lot of chats going on.
Yeah, we missed a lot.
Carol, and so much stuff going on here before we logged on. And whoa, and then it jumps. Julia is here, and Greg M, and John Albert, and Louisa, and that's it. If I missed you, sorry, but we'll catch you when you start chatting again.
Well, that was good. It was a great chat today. Okay.
Yeah, good job, good job.
I don't even do that. And I'm exhausted when you're done doing that. So
hello, everyone. Hello. Russell wants to know how your week was back at work this week.
Was this the first week back?
Yeah, you were off last week, right? That seems right.
No, I was back the week before because last week was the week of LA.
Oh, that's true.
So this is that.
That's true.
That week, the week before, last week was fine.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Greg Thomason is here.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we did a lot of stuff this week. It feels like a week that had like several weeks packed into it. Like, what even is time? I dealt with your tire twice. We got Audrey had a low tire, and like that had to be dealt with a couple of times. And we took a scraggly dog to a vet. And
well, not a vet, like our vet.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's not
like
a
random vet.
She just had an emergency and needed to go to a vet. No, I mean,
no, you're both equally good Gregs for sure.
Greg is very popular.
Yeah, it's a good name. Yeah, Scraggles, she's doing better. She turns out has arthritis in her little dog spine down near her
tail.
Yeah, the tail end of a dog. Yep. I don't know how many vertebrae a dog has, but like down toward the end. So she's got some pretty decent arthritis, I guess. So we got her on some wonderful drugs. We gave all our wonderful money to our wonderful vet. And so...
Rip wallet.
Yeah, rip wallet indeed. So that was, it's good to know it's not anything more serious. But we thought it was just a pulled muscle, and it turns out, nope, just arthritis. So, but
shout out to Julia, who got a signib and is in Mexico City. Hello, Julia. Thank you so much for getting it.
You remember that one?
If it was today, I didn't do it. I made the nib, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it, but it's possible it came in today. And that's not to mean that's not important. Just sometimes in the flux of doing things, I get focused on nibs and not names, really. Unless it's like really interesting. Yeah. Then I'm like...
I think you might have noticed you might not have looked at the mailing address.
Well, yeah, we don't get a ton from Mexico, so I feel like I would have noticed it. Yeah.
Should help her shaky legs. Well, she doesn't have shaky legs.
Yeah.
Her legs are fine. Like her muscles are all good and all that jazz. She just she would overexert herself, and then she would kind of shiver. Like her whole body would shiver because that's how she expresses pain for some reason. Yeah. Apparently that's a common dog thing, but she's doing okay. She is back to jumping up on the furniture, although not the bed though. No, so she's still letting us pick her up and put her on the bed.
There's a white hunter in the house, Mr. Nose. I had enough time to feed the cats. I mean, it's crazy.
Yep. The Sailors on Cosmo is weird. They do weird stuff there. They do weird stuff on all kinds of things. Humans and giraffes have the same number of vertebrae. Scraggles, I think dogs have 7 vertebrae. They don't have that many. Yeah. Yep, she's cat trying to get into my packing materials that I put in the hall. Yeah, there's Scraggles.
Scraggles.
That right there is where she has arthritis. Right about there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, she's doing pretty well. She hasn't been shaken or in pain lately. The anti-inflammatories are great for her, so she's doing good.
Yeah.
She's been taking a joint supplement sort of thing, which is supposed to be very good. And I think whatever, combination of things she's been doing has been helping her little dog back.
Dogs have 7 cervical vertebrae.
3 sacral and a bunch of other butt vertebrae. Look at you, Claire.
That's a lot of coxal bones there. That's interesting.
Tails.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever broke your coccyx before?
I haven't, no.
Oh, good.
We did have a dog when I was growing up who got her tail caught in the back door and lost a couple of... I think they had to take off a bit of the end because she broke it real good.
Yeah.
Didn't even seem to be in pain though. Apparently she was wagging her tail and just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Remember the big red commercial from Saturday Night Live? It was like that, but dog tail.
Do you remember Nate with a Y in Ohio?
Yep.
He had a greyhound that they rescued.
Let's get you down too.
You too. Well, anyway, the dog, greyhounds have long tails. They're really skinny, but they're long. And somehow the very tip of his tail got caught in the door. Somebody's closed it and he just squeaked through and totally the last part of his tail came off. Dog did not care apparently, and just blood everywhere, just flying. They're it was not fun cleaning up, but the dog didn't care.
Careful not to catch Scraggles anything and anything. So
yeah.
Your dog helps the green-lipped muscle powder. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of that. Like a clown car with cats. I know. It's just everywhere we look, there's another cat I have to put on the floor. Yeah. They all decided to be on and she fed them, so who knows?
Yeah. Apparently the weather's bad for lots of people. I remember reading that.
Yeah, it's been not great for us. It's been, it's warm, which is, it's in the 60s
driving
today.
Driving to work yesterday, tulips are out, daffodils are out, trees are blooming.
Yeah.
Last week it started to do that.
It's February.
It's February.
I know. Yeah, my nose has noticed that the everything's blooming.
Yeah.
Can't quite get rid of the sniffles. Need to get some more Flonase or something to power on top of the usual Claritin. So we'll see how it goes.
Zyrtec.
Yeah. What?
Zyrtec.
Oh yeah, that's right. Zyrtec. Yeah. Hey. Oh, that's Scraggles. I thought it was Katy Perry eating Scraggles' food. I was all ready to scold.
Man, you're about to scold.
I know. It's weirdly warm. Yesterday it was nice and sunny when I left, and then I got a lot of clouds.
It was really nice.
It was nice weather.
The last couple days, it was nice.
Yeah. We didn't get anything this week. There's nothing new really to show off.
I'm just here to talk.
Yeah, so we're just here to chat.
I have nothing.
If you got questions and things, throw them in the chat. We'll see what we can do about that. There are a couple of things that I found on the internet that are worth talking about, I think. One of them is this cool thing from Stilo and Stile, which is they have a Franklin-Christoph pen. Is this the first one they've done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I kept a secret, didn't I?
I didn't even know about it until literally yesterday. So.
No, you did know about it?
No, I didn't.
Yes, because I was talking about the 150 pen, wholesale order that I had to do suddenly. That's that one. See, I did tell you, I just didn't say where it was going.
I thought you said it was going to a different place. Anyway.
Different places in Italy, which we never shipped.
Yeah, it could
before.
be.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is really pretty. I like that combo.
They did a good job in their photography as well. So.
For sure. Yeah, it looks nice. So that's over there. €219, so a little bit more expensive than here, but there's a lot of shipping.
I didn't know that Turnt did the resin. I did not know.
Not either. I don't really know Turnt. Read more. That's it.
There's a little bit more.
Yeah, so pretty cool. Looks like they got all the nib sizes and that sort of thing available, so go check them out.
How is shipping with them? Is there a thing for the US?
I remember it being fairly inexpensive because
I
got that Leonardo Prisma from them a little while ago.
That's right. Yeah, you bought that. Yeah.
I remember it not being bad. I forget what their free shipping threshold. Oh, free shipping from €69 might be different for the US, but maybe not. Don't know. But I remember it not being too bad. So yeah, Model 3. I like the Model 3. I think it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the other thing,
it's more of a traditional size, not like the 2 or anything like that.
Right. The other thing is this from Spoke Design. When I hit enter, it doesn't do it. It just gives me a line instead of sending it. Spoke Design, which is Brad Dowdy, the Pin Addicts, co-company with Bull City Magnets is the company the other guy has, and they have the spoke pens in various kinds. This orange looks really nice, but I've already got that one in orange, just slightly different orange. And then pencils and stuff, but also today they released 2 different things, a little pocket knife and also some new pens, which is kind of neat. This is the Lowell pen, the Spoke Blade 1.
Did you say Bull City?
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't that Durham?
No?
Am I totally off there?
It's Strong Like Bull or something like that. It's something like that.
No,
I forget
I was
the
just
name
curious.
I'll figure it out. But
somebody will let us know.
Something with a bull, I think. So this is a real small thing. I mean, real small. I was very tempted, but that size, I don't know. That might be just too small for my.
Oh wow!
My beef.
Unless that's a gigantic hand.
No, it's 4 inches tip to tail, so a little bitty thing, but a fun little scrapey chisel tip, which is
when
nice.
I glanced at it, for some reason I was like, "That's a utility knife."
Yeah, kinda. It's got that kind of mode. So I had that made. They said this is gonna be a 1-run thing. So if you like a little pocket knife, $60 is not bad. The steel, I'm not sure what it is. It says it's SV35, and I know an S35VN, but I don't know if that's the same thing. I wasn't able to find any information. So if that's the same thing, it's a real good steel on a titanium knife. So cute. And the other is, this is the Spoke Icon, which is one of their fountain pens. I really like the Spoke Icon. It's my favorite of the 3 Spoke fountain pens. Mm-hmm. And this is a what do they call it? Delrin model. So Delrin is like it's a plastic, but it's not like I don't know. It's a specific kind of plastic. It's not when you get a lot of pens made out of.
No, that makes me think that there's something about the machining that maybe it is harder. Maybe John Albert's in the house. Maybe he can let us know about that and why more people don't use it.
Yeah, I mean, so Tactile Turn used it back in the day for the Gist.
Yeah.
I think Kara's might use it for some stuff. There's just not that much Delrin out there, really. But I always like the way Delrin feels. I think it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. There was a Blaze Orange which sold out, so I was saved. Didn't have to get that.
did some too, didn't they? Didn't they have a Delrin?
Oh yeah, the black ones are Delrin. Yeah. Like my Minimalistica.
Yeah,
is a
that's
Delrin
what I thought.
pen. Yeah, that's right. The yellow does look good. This orange looks really great. It's a little bit different than the regular model of the Spoke. It's got some different dimensions. It's a little bit bigger, I think. It's got some, a different number
softer and doesn't polish well. Never used it. Okay. I'm sure you'd heard from somebody that you can attest from other people that had used it.
Yeah. So that's like Delrin and titanium. It looks pretty cool. The yellow looks pretty banging. It's a good color. So not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know that I'm going to get one just because it is a limited run. I don't think they're going to do more of these. These are like a prototype run sort of thing. The white looks really good too, though. That's a good look. I don't know. But it's kind of a prototype run, so it's not the sort of thing I could really review. And that's the thing that like really gives me an excuse to buy stuff. Yeah. And also we gave our vet all of our money. So maybe not this week, but they do look cool. So go check those out over at Spoke. I like those pens. Oh, and you can use all the interior sleeves. And grips with them. Good. Yeah, so these Spoke Icons, I have this one actually. You can change out the outside and the insides to sort of mix and match color combos and that sort of thing. So I've got, what is it, cyan? I don't have that one. I have this one with, I want to say it's cyan. Oh, it doesn't show the color. Womp. Womp. That's too bad. Nope. But there are a bunch of different grip styles, a bunch of different sleeves and that sort of thing, which is pretty neat. I like that. A lot of traditional pocket knives have Delrin scales. Really? I don't have any with Delrin scales. That's interesting.
Our German friend had a question, and I thought that you might have an answer to it. They were wondering what a notebook with colored pages that is, it said ink resistant. I think they meant ink friendly.
Yeah. Oh, you want one with colored pages?
Do you have any idea?
No, I never use those. So
somebody else, since I said it, maybe somebody else will answer it. But I mean, I know that, what is it? What brand is it that has like note cards? They're not
Clairefontaine does note cards
that are colored. I remember seeing those.
Yeah. I know there are a couple of notebooks out there that use black paper of one kind or another, but
that's true.
There aren't really any fountain pens that would work on that, or no fountain pen inks that would work on that.
The only thing that you could get colored that is so like, what is the name of the clean slate?
Blank slate.
Blank.
But they don't do colored paper.
But they can do other things that there's a lot of color visually, because you can pick your color, like a grid that's colored.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's not the same, but there's more color.
Yeah, pretty much you've got white, cream,
ivory.
Some ivories, but that's about it. Does Life do something? Oh, yeah, that's right. There is like a light green. That's true. There's a pistachio. Clairefontaine does colored paper for sheets of paper.
Yeah, so sheets and then index cards. So.
I think they also have notebooks with... I think you had a Clairefontaine that had different colored sections of paper, right? It had like yellow, green, pink, that kind of thing. It was a spiral bound?
It's possible.
It's possible I'm misremembering, but Midori has 6 color notebooks. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Well, see, I'm glad I wanted to mention that because I didn't know. I mean, there's not as many because usually people are like, I want to keep the color of the ink to be able to see it, you know?
Yeah. I don't really I just use mostly whites and creams. If I have to do cream, I'll do cream. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. So, yeah. But I'm glad people in the audience have got some stuff. That's good. Trying to catch up on your correspondence this week. Glad you got your note. Oh, for somebody else. Yeah, I haven't written any letters in a little while. I need to do that.
I need to catch up on my journal. Look, I missed a couple days. I know. And then I just, so I go every few days instead of just doing it every day. But
you're going to fall out of the habit.
Don't
you're gonna
say
fall
that.
Off.
Don't say that.
Oh, uh-oh. Audrey's in trouble.
It's the middle of February. Look, I didn't quit right away. I haven't quit.
Here you go. Use that one.
Okay.
I don't know if you...
The other thing I was going to start using, I also have my Sailor that's the bunched. What is it called?
Gathered.
There's so many words for the same thing. That with the Baraje ink in it that I was going to use as well. So.
Oh, did you bring that home?
I did bring it home.
Oh, well. Then.
No. What's in this?
That is Birmingham Honey Creeper. Or Heron. Birmingham Pinco Heron. Like the bird.
Okay. What?
What'd you think it was?
I was thinking Huron, like Huron.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like I wasn't sure about the end of it, how to spell the end of it.
Yep, Heron. This is actually a pen and ink that I've liked quite a lot. I kept this ink in here for a long time. I did the review for Heron months ago, and I just keep putting it in this pen because while it has a pretty good sized nib, this is a broad. I think this is a broad nib. You can write on like even real bad copy paper with this pen and ink combo. So. Heron, I think, is one of their crisp inks, and so it's a little bit on the dry side, but with this broad nib, it works real well. So, yeah, that's the one I keep going back to for that one.
Is this the one that there's lots of variation in the finish?
I mean, it is an ebonite with some streaks, so probably, but...
Yeah, that's the thing about ebonite, where...
That one was a model that you could only get at pen shows. I don't know if it even had a name for the color.
Is that the one I bought for you at the Dallas show?
No. They gave that to me. No, that was the Year of the Tiger or whatever.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Yep. No gold star this week for Audrey. Aw. Don't listen to him. You can catch up and keep going. Yeah, that's fine. You can. I mean, look, you can. But she was getting into a habit where she was doing like most nights, and that's what I have to do with my journaling. If I fall off, I have to like go back and. Especially my 5-year journal, there's been some times when I'll miss a couple of days and then have to go back and figure out what the heck I did. So there you go. Anyone use a Zequins notebook before? Is that the one you can like roll up in a ball or like roll up in a?
Is that the one that you can get at Papier Plume that I bought at a show one time?
Maybe that sounds right. ZE.
Because I remember there's like sequins or sequence or it sounded or seemed similar to that.
Yeah, it's these.
Yeah.
These you can roll up. I have one. I don't know if
I brought it home for you, but I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think it works pretty well with fountain pens. It's been a while though. I haven't used that in a long time. I'm not 100% sure where it is. I think it's probably in my box of paper. But looking for. Oh yeah, I commented back for you on that, Nancy. So check the comments on that thing. She was asking where I got my. Look at this cat.
That's a good idea, wearing a black shirt, Mike.
Look, I wanted to wear it.
Oh, look, you can. You can wear black anytime you want. And Nose will realize that you are wearing black, and he will want to sit on you.
There we go.
Thank you. It's a very sweet boy.
They don't have regular TN size. Well, I don't know. I can't. That's all I can do for you. So there is on inkjournal.com. Nope, that's the wrong button. This one. You can get the what are they? Free writing accessories, and that's printable templates. So there's field note size. There's pocket bullet journal template, which is what I use, and that's basically the traveler's notebook size, really. And then that one I don't have, I don't think. This is Midori Traveler's regular size. But you can also sort of, you're going to print it out yourself, so you can, make it whatever size you want, really. So, he's wearing a cat. Yeah, I'm wearing a cat. There you go.
It's an old cat you got there.
Yeah, I know. What else do they have? Script practice, A5. Yeah. This is the one that I usually use, is this one right here. So, anywho, I'm pretty sure that's like traditional. It's 3 by. Oh, that's 3.5 by 5. What's the one I use? Here's that one. No. Huh. This is the one maybe they don't have it in mine. Oh, it's field note sized. Yeah, weird. Huh. Yeah, it looks like that. It's just taller. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to ask Tom about that. I'll make a note to ask Tom. If I can get my hand. This cat loves sitting on me, but I'm like, sometimes I have to use my hand.
What?
Ow. Yeah, I know. It's shocking. But sometimes I have to use my hand. Ink journal. What do you call that? Template.
Yeah.
Cool. I owe him an email anyway, so.
Yeah, you have to make some decisions.
Yep. I gotta send him an email, so I owe him an email. I'll send him one. Those limbs should be used to support nose at all times. I know.
He really thinks that.
I have tried to do the thing I do with Katy Perry, where I'll zip him up in my my hoodie. He doesn't want that.
No.
It works for her because she's like, sweet, I'm just like all in a little thing. And he's like, nope, I don't like this at all. You have to actually
support me.
Yeah. I don't have to support him if I lean far enough back, but then I also can't reach anything.
Is there Frankenstein it?
Yeah, that's right. I have to do that. Does Stain with coffee pretty well. Oh, he is a hugger. He always has been. He does hugs and headbutts. That's his.
He's a snuggly cat. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's up to.
He looks very satisfied. His face is very happy.
Is it?
It is.
I can't see it. Look up, silly. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, watch your claws.
He knew you were trying to get him to do something. He's like, no.
No, I do what I want. I do this. So.
There's a little dog being a creeper right here, too.
She's invisible.
Yeah, she is. Believe me, she's down here.
Yeah. Yeah, cats are pretty funny. They're weirdos, especially ours.
Yeah.
But this is the time when Nose has to be on me. That's what he does. I had to put him down a bunch of times on Tuesday, too, because I was doing ink stuff and, writing things on my Twitch.
Nose, you're old.
Yeah, don't you know you're supposed to be slowing down and not climbing?
Needy. I was putting him down.
Oh, dang. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were just stating facts.
Well, that aren't necessarily the happiest or the nicest things.
Well, look.
If those are the bad things you have to say, that's pretty. That means you're a pretty good cat, huh?
I know. Yeah, the day after we got Scriggles back from the vet, I noticed Clipsy was limping real bad. I'm like, no. But she just, I think, had her nails, she doesn't scratch at stuff like she should. And so her nails just kind of keep growing, and I think when some of her nails have gotten too long or pressing on her pads.
The one up here, the tall one.
It's kind of all of them do that.
But that one was the one that was hurting her. Because I
not
think
ingrown, but just too long and being uncomfortable.
And hitting in her skin.
Yep. Poor little silly cat. She could just chew those off or whatever, but she doesn't because why would she?
Yeah.
Why would she? But
anything else new, Mike?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Well, that was a short stream. It's half hour. Pizza time.
I know. Fortunately, we don't just have to talk about new stuff we got. You know, that's.
Well, you dislike when I try and do news, so I've stopped looking. So.
Look, you can do news.
No.
I just don't want to be a whole news show. You know, that's.
Look, 90% of it is pizza talk.
That is true.
Yeah, and animals.
That's true.
And then whatever you bought. So really, if I do news thing, it's a small percentage of it.
Well, I did buy a pen this week. I got that saffron Twisby coming.
Oh, that's right.
But I mean, it hasn't shipped yet, as far as I know. Although I haven't checked my mail in a while, but I don't think it's shipped yet. Getting it from Lemur, and he was on vacation until today.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's good to have some break, you know.
Yeah.
But got the saffron one. It looks real good. We were the Hokoro Fude nib came in stock again, but it was on the stick, and I'm like, I just want to get the nib itself, so I just waited. Not in a huge hurry. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll all be fine.
I've been busily editing my Monarch video, my Shown Design Monarch video today. I've written the converter dry again.
How many times is that?
3, I think.
Jeez.
So, time to switch inks. I'm going to put another ink in there. I've used that one enough. I'm going to put another thing in there. So. Oh, you got the Fude in a couple of feeds yesterday. Oh, good. How do you like it? Have you tried it yet, Ruth? I've not tried the Fude yet. The 2mm is not really for me, I don't think. Ow. Getting down? Oh, good. Oh, that's an 18-year-old cat or whatever right there. Leaping from the top rope. For those of you who aren't sure what the Hokoro is, it's this thing. Come on now. It does not want to come out of its box. There we go.
I was looking at news. I was looking at my Drum Ghouls email.
Yeah. This is that pen. That dip nib. And you can see there's this little hole back here. And I kind of wish that hole wasn't there. Because that's a place that ink and water get when you're trying to rinse it out.
Epoxy it.
Like, it might serve a purpose is the only thing. So I haven't tried to take it out yet.
I mean,
fill it or something.
It's not the most expensive try. I mean, if it...
It's true. It would only be like $10. Yeah. It's got this little hole here. And so when you, when you swish water in it or whatever, like ink and water can kind of get in here and get in the body, which is not great. Any advice in getting a nib unit out of a Monteverde Ritma? I don't know. I've never tried. Let me go grab one.
There are Oroshizuku ink sets.
Yeah, those are just the same. Those are just Iroshizuku inks. They're just like the same ones they've always had. I don't know. That seems to be big news on a lot of the sites, but I don't really get it.
Maybe it's cheaper? Well, you get 1 ounce instead of 2 ounce bottles.
They are smaller. Well, that's... Yeah, I mean, they look smaller. That's true.
Yeah. So it looks like...
Scooch the other way so I can... Yeah, thanks.
They're 4 inks. So 4 ounces for $76.
$76 is a lot of bucks.
$76.
I mean, aren't the full-size bottles like $20?
That I don't know.
Because, I mean, if they're $20, then that's not a great deal. You're getting way less ink. I don't know. Let's see. I think you just pull these. I don't think this unscrews. Yeah, you just got to pull it out. That's what you do. Irma's unscrew? Really? Yeah, I just didn't give it enough torque.
Cartridges.
I don't know.
Cartridges for a set of 6, $14.
I don't know. Mine doesn't seem to want to unscrew. If it does, mine's stuck. So.
Well, from Drawn Ghouls, the 50 ml bottle is $29.
$29? Wow, they really jacked the price up on those things. Yo. All right, well, then that is a much better deal. That is a much better deal.
The bottles aren't as cute on the 1 ounce, to be fair.
Well, let's take a look at these things.
I
remember those bottles being like $20. They must have had a price increase when I wasn't paying attention.
Pilot generally didn't they increase prices just over?
Yeah, that's true. Because I know they used to be like $30 back in the day.
So apparently it's $76, but then if you click on this thing, it says $60.
Oh, did you click on the ink, the other inks?
I mean,
Like little set, or the not the set.
No, hold on.
This sounds like a full price.
$23. I don't know why it does. You have to click it to actually. Yeah,
Drumgoals does that a lot with those sorts of things. Huh. They'll like put the full price up on here, and then when you click it, it'll show you what the. It must just be something about their platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, $23 for 50 mils is. I don't think these little bottles are a great deal.
I mean, 60 is better than. What did I say? Yeah, 60 is better than 76, so it's not.
Yeah, that's true. Let's.
Well, sometimes you don't need, 8 ounces of ink.
So that's $15 a bottle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you'll get, maybe you only need 30 mils. You don't need the full, or whatever they are.
The bottle itself in the 2 ounce is prettier,
how big are these? 30 mils. So that's more than half. Yeah, these little bottles are a pretty good deal, actually. Not bad. At $60? Sure. Yeah.
I mean, when you get 6 cartridges for $14.
Well, their cartridges are way too expensive.
No, that was $14. I didn't click it, so I don't know what the price is. I take it back. I'm sure it's less, but
even if it's half, that's way too much. They really overcharge for those cartridges, I think.
It was on page 1 with the cartridges.
Really? Oh.
When I searched it. Those are all cartridges. 11.
Yeah, $11 for 6 of them. Like, we're still talking almost $2 per cartridge.
But the thing is, which is like you said, the cartridges will last. They don't break.
Sure, but that's still too much.
And remember how much you dislike all the converters.
Sure. But 20 of them for $10 at Diamond. So wait, that's actually they are standard edition. Yeah, so they'll fit way more things too. I don't know. I don't I think they charge too much for those cartridges. Sailor does too. It's not like it's just Pilot, but yeah. There
are 2 wearing goals on here, but I don't know if they're new or why they're showing them.
Yeah. They look like there's going to be another. I want some wearing goal inks with some ink in it. Is what I'm looking for, because like the Taming of the Shrew one is a cool color combo, which is kind of too light. I think the Don Quixote one I have is a little bit too light too most of the time. Like, I got a lot of real undersaturated stuff.
You can get the Retro 51 mini Winnie the Pooh individual now, which is nice.
Oh, you couldn't before?
No, you had to buy the set with the pencil.
Oh. 57 for the
51 was a pencil, yeah. I mean, it's cute. Look at that finial. Look at that finial.
It is very cute. I mean, nobody can see that. I might want to get it
for the finial.
You're essentially doing radio on a video show. But,
look, I was hoping that would spur, you to start typing, but it didn't.
Pooh.
No.
Okay. Pooh. That's all I got. What's it under specifically?
Type AA.
That's what I'm doing.
Ah, there we go.
So the rollerball's 50.
Yeah.
51. That's not too bad. That's pretty cute. It doesn't. I mean, the finial is the cutest part, I think, for me.
Look at that. That's what I was talking. That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I like it.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
I like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's your favorite character on Winnie the Pooh? This is great. This is riveting content. Here.
Look, you blindsided me with a question about my favorite Winnie the Pooh character. I don't know. I've always been a Piglet fan.
So
I'm a Piglet fan.
Tigger, cute, too
annoying.
Too high energy.
Yeah.
Way too high energy. Yeah. Number 2, the anxiety-filled Audrey likes Piglet. It's just I feel like, but the chill side of me wants to say Eeyore. But, I mean, overall...
Eeyore's not chill, he's depressed.
Oh, look! The anxiety part of Audrey and the depressed side of Audrey likes Eeyore, then.
Yeah.
But I think overall, that, in terms of personality, I think overall it's going to have to be Pooh. He has the most...
Nah, still Piglet for me. I picked on first. I'm not. I mean, look. I thought long and hard about that, and now I think it's. There he is, right there. Look at that.
I mean, that's a cute pig right there.
Look how adorable this pig is.
I do love a pig.
You can't tell me Piglet's not adorable. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Eeyore is awesome.
Eeyore's cool, sure, but not my favorite.
I like the cranky rabbit.
Oh yeah, the cranky rabbit. What is that rabbit's name?
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot about that.
Does Christopher
character.
count?
Christopher Robin? I don't know, maybe.
I mean, he's a character, but...
His name is Rabbit. So I couldn't remember his name because his name is Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah. Aww.
There you go. There's some Rabbit.
That's Rabbit. Yeah. Becky knew that Rabbit was Rabbit.
Yeah. Love Tigger and Eeyore. Yeah, Tigger is like I think a classically fun character from there, but also just like kind of too much.
But I feel like as a children are drawn to Tigger for his energy and lightheartedness. But as you get older and you become more bitter in life, I think the other characters.
Now you think about the mess you're gonna have to pick up when Tigger shows up, because Tigger is just a nightmare for your house.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like, yeah.
And I really like the old-timey illustrations that's all in the pen, too. Mm-hmm. That's very simplistic. Yeah, cool. I like that, too. Yeah. Oh, owl is good, too. That's true.
I don't remember there being an owl.
Really?
No.
There needs to be a Berenstain Bears one. You don't like the Berenstain Bears?
I don't like it as Berenstain. It still sounds wrong to my head.
It's the proper...
Look, I'm not saying it's not right. I'm just saying it sounds wrong to me still. I'm from that other timeline where it's Bernstein. Always a bitter Eeyore and Rabbit fan, even as a child. Nice. Always liked Eeyore. Yeah, it's the voices. Yeah, the voices are. Is. Yeah, for sure. Got 2 Twisbies and a Kaweco All-Sport today. Nice. Very cool. That's a good haul. There's an owl in Tootsie Roll.
There is.
Tootsie Pop commercials. It's true.
Wearing glasses. Classy.
Yeah, but also like gives you the worst data.
That's
right.
True.
He's got his glasses on. He's got his scholar cap on. You think
there's gonna be some good info coming out of this owl?
You come to ask this owl for like you ask him a serious question, and he's like, "Well, let's do science." And then he's like, "Bite 3 is the answer." I'm like, "Get out of that tree." What are you doing? You? How dare? So yeah.
I got something really exciting today.
What's that? Do you want to fess up to that on here?
I don't know if I do.
Well,
I don't know. People will think less of me.
Gate here keeps asking about Baystate Blue. Is it true that it destroys pens sometimes? That's what I've heard. But like, even besides that, there are so many reasons not to use it. It's like the color is okay.
It's nice.
It's a blurple. It's fine, but it bleeds through everything. It will turn solid if you get it mixed with other inks in your feed. Like if you don't clean it out perfectly. It's just not, it's not good. And that's all beside the stuff about like the guy that makes it sucks. Like there's no good reason to use it. Just use something else that's good.
And staining, like I don't want to.
Oh, and it stains everything. Even if it doesn't eat your pen, it's not good. So, and maybe it'll eat your pen. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it bleeds on everything. It's not great. You know, not finding an alternative. I mean, there are other colors that are just as good, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, then like just get a preppy or something maybe. But like,
But then you're risking still of it leaking sometime on your hand.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. People are really wanting you to spill the beans. So now that you've done it, I think you gotta show them what you got today.
An alternative to the blue. I mean,
there are lots of blurples out there. I can't reach my stuff right now, but oh, you want to grab my blue my Colodex?
Which one?
It's the one that says blue on the side. See how I have a little green and blue. It's that first one. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. No, that's backwards.
No, this isn't a public chat. Nobody
watches this. It's just us.
Just a couple of us here.
It's just us pigeons. First, I gotta find that color. So, you should show them what you got, Audrey.
So, I have historically,
since the dawn
of time and Audrey being in the world, have been a staunch hater of Crocs shoes. And today, I have a pair of Crocs on my feet right now. I will not be wearing these in public. This is a public forum, so this will be the only time that people will be seeing them.
You're not wearing them in public yet?
I know they're comfortable. They're on my feet. I know they're comfortable. I just historically will not wear them in public. And if you do, awesome. Good. I'm glad. But I will be having them as a house shoe. I get them in a very bright colors? Yes. These are, I got the fuzzy, again, these are house, they're not going anywhere else. Got to get the fuzzy in. So
it was literally the last blue in here. Whoops. Literally the last blue.
Wow.
All right.
Got Birkenstocks. That's another one of those things, you know.
Birkenstocks you can wear outside.
The footbed on a Birkenstock is going to change your life. I heard that too. I don't have them, but look, they're very comfortable, and they're bright, and yeah, I don't have a regret, but I just have not worn any until now. And they're very cheap right now. Got them on sale, and that didn't hurt. And fine, I'll get some Crocs. Mike put them on his feet, and they sort of, I mean, they didn't fit, but you could sort of.
I got my foot in it.
You could get your foot in it.
And they're like several sizes too small, at least 2.5 sizes too small.
I mean, I got them larger than my usual size because they have the lining.
What size do you wear? Or what size did you get?
You
said they were like an 8 in men's or something, right?
Yeah, so I usually wear a 9, so I got a 10 in women's, which is 8 men's. That's how the sizing here is, so. So the yard, I don't think I would wear them in the yard either. That's, people walk by and drive by too much here. So.
I actually, like if I got some.
And at the grocery store too.
If I got some, they would be yard shoes. Okay,
yeah, I could see that. You could easily clean them and stuff.
Yeah, because like I don't have any galoshes or whatever right now. Because all of our duck boots went goodbye. They got stolen. So.
Yeah. Look, they're those shoes that are just. They're simple. You just throw them on, and that's fine. So I'm excited. They are comfortable. They're not wrong. Nurses, all those people standing for hours and hours, get it. Totally do.
Mm-hmm. Worked at the bagel shop. One of the regular customers came in wearing silly slippers. She turned to you and said, "Don't say a word." Nice.
Yeah, we got some Birkenstock fans in here as well.
I've heard they're really good. They're not cheap. Yeah, that's why I haven't gotten any, because I'm like, I mean, what if I don't like them?
Birkenstocks are expensive. That is another thing.
They're not that bad, right? Like what?
I mean, they're not cheap for sandals, you know. But again, they're ones that you wear you get
like one pair. You don't really need.
The ones that I've considered getting are not the 2-strap Birkenstocks, but the ones that are like the thong ones, where just have thicker on the top and they have it between the toe sort of ones.
Yeah.
I think it starts with the G, the name of it. Yeah.
Like the name of that style?
Yeah, the name of the style. Did you find some?
Yeah.
Yay.
Got a whole pile. Whole pile. Not cheap, but durable. I don't know. Let's see what they go for.
I wanted to say, I mean, back when I looked back in the day, I wanted to say they're $100.
That seems about right.
But that I could be wrong.
Mary has a pair she bought in 1989.
Yes, thank you, Kimberly.
The Giza.
Yeah.
All right.
I've considered those.
Oh yeah, $80-$90.
So it was about. I mean, they were generally $120, depending on where you get it. Did that say professional? They have professional ones.
This is like a, fully enclosed situation.
Birkenstocks and black socks are a great look.
Birkenstocks and black socks.
Oh, they really do come with lots of different ones.
They got boots, man.
Oh.
You get Birkin boots.
Ooh, those are a little bit more.
Well, look, boots are going to cost more.
Boots are definitely going to cost more. Yeah.
They're probably pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's fine. It's expensive for sandals, but like if you wear them a lot, who cares, right?
Yeah, those aren't
These are
bad.
pretty cool.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
Those are spring essentials, Audrey. Oh, I can get them in camo. Nobody will see me coming.
Love it.
I kind of dig this. I don't know. What do you think about that from?
For a man, I don't see that as a man shoe.
Really?
Look, not gendered, whatever. They're sandals. I don't know how they would look on your foot, but I'm picturing it in my head, and I just feel like.
Oh, so it's $140. It's a lot more
Are you
expensive.
saying that I can't get that?
I was talking about it for me.
Oh, well, I think you should try it on and see what they
men's.
Look like.
Well, I mean, where am I going to try it on?
So they're for men, then sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They do like Croc style things.
They do.
Wow. You can get Birkin Crocs. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Oh, I want to show the shoes that I was considering getting one time. The Giza.
The Gizas? How do you spell it? G.
It's gone. Oh, Gizeh says Kimberly.
Oh, yeah, that's not for me. I don't like that. I wouldn't like that for me.
Would you not like it for me?
No, that'd be fine, probably. Oh. Sure.
But those are the ones I was considering.
Yeah, these look cool.
Yeah.
Ice Pearl Onyx looks nice. Look at that. Yeah. It's good looking. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that seems cool.
Yeah, $100. Okay, so I'm sort of shocked that they haven't gone up very much in pricing.
Yeah,
because I remember looking at them back in the day, and that seems how much they were too.
The professional collection. Yeah, that's not. I don't want those. Doesn't look good. Well, these actually look really nice. These are.
Well, if you're gonna get those, you might as well get some Crocs then.
These are basically Crocs right here. Yeah. I'm not sure what the difference is, honestly. It's probably got the. I wonder if it has the footbed in it.
Is it leather?
Oh.
I don't know what that is. Pleather? Or they're trying to make it look like it's
because it's got
leather.
this right here is not leather, right? So, and the way it's bonded, I'm thinking it's not leather. Yeah, no, these are. Yeah. Professional chef wear. As New Englander, I think you can get away with just bean boots, Sperry boat shoes, and Birks. Yeah, probably. For sure. Birkenstocks are acceptable for college professors.
I think it's a prerequisite.
I don't know.
You just spend.
I'd have to wear them with socks. I'm not going to my class with bare feet. That just seems weird. It's not really my jam.
That's probably a good call.
Don't like things between your toes. Yeah. All right. So there's the.
Oh, right. Yes, we really don't have a lot of things to talk about today.
Yeah. So there's that color, and I found like a lot. Of really excellent, very bright, saturated blues, none of which...
Some have sheen here.
Some of them even have sheen.
Well, if they want sheen.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, these are all pretty good. In fact, most of these are extremely good. So, you know.
Estigota, you missed out. I'm not wearing these out in public, but I just got my first pair of Crocs. They're very comfortable, but they're staying at the house. They're house shoes.
Yeah. Well, they're also, like, fuzzy on the inside,
They're fuzzy on the inside, and apparently they said that people...
That's a little bit brighter.
Yeah.
Although Monteverde Horizon Blue is an awesome blue. It's just a little brighter than these. So, yeah, Papier Plumes, Calais Real, excellent. Colorverse Supernova, beautiful. I want to buy a bottle of this. I just keep forgetting. Oh, wait. There's already Horizon Blue. This one, oh, it may be different. I think it's a different paper. Horizon Blue, great. One of my favorite blues there. Poor Man's Sapphire from Straits Pens, fantastic.
That's harder to find. Also, that's...
What, Poor Man's Sapphire?
Yeah.
No, that's easy to find. You can get it at, like, Lemur. You can get it
they have
a few
it
places.
now?
Yeah.
And that's Inkvent. You're not going to be able to find that, really.
Of course you can. You just buy it in the...
What year is that one, though?
That's 2021. You just buy the bottle. Yeah.
But do they not have 2019 anymore? Or is that
you can still buy those, too.
Really?
They're all still out there, yeah. This is the not green, is that blue? Red, the red collection.
Yeah.
Private Reserve's American Blue. This is the original recipe that you can't get so much anymore. Well, you can't get this one, but they have a new recipe of this that's totally fine. It's pretty darn wet. So, Asagao. I don't know if Asagao I don't think is dark enough or something. It didn't make the cut when I was going through the things here, but look, there's a lot of them, and I think all of them are better. Because that is just problems top to bottom. So, you know, skip the one that sucks and like is dangerous and might will stain anything it comes into contact with. Just like skip that, get a good one. There's a lot of good ones.
Wow, you're really having some hot takes here.
Look, man, Facebook is especially full of people who are just gaga for that ink, and I'm like, that is not it.
Yeah, if you're on any of the Facebook, it gets mentioned most days.
That is not it. I'm like, ugh. Usually it's people like, oh, I really want to try that ink. I'm like, why though? Like,
I mean, you can.
I want to try a beard made of bees, but I'm not gonna.
No?
No. All right. Well, where'd it go? There it is. Like, I know I had a sleeve for that. There we go. So yeah, lots of blues out there. Lots of them are very, very good. So right now your daily fountain pen is a Zebra V301. That is not my favorite thing.
I thought, that's one that you didn't like.
How are you liking it okay, Kat? Because that is not one that I suggest. But if it's doing the trick for you, then awesome.
Maybe they got a good one.
Yeah, it could be. The problem with those for me is that they have like a weird fiber feed in them. Like there's a string going up the middle, and they're just like real. Mine was like incredibly scratchy. It just like didn't want to work. You like it? Great. Good. If it's working for you, that's awesome. Have an Asagao sample in a prayer right now, and it floats off the nib. Yeah, Asagao is a great ink. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A beard made of bees shouldn't be too hard. Just need a queen. Or some, I don't know, what else do bees like? Just pollen?
Yeah.
A winning personality?
I mean, I don't know if they care about that so much.
Van Diemen's, I don't have that one. Couldn't help you. Don't know Van Diemen's Bass Straight. Should I need to rewatch? Oh, I mean, it'll be there.
For the Crocs, I mean, I don't.
Stop buying and
looking at Crocs. We don't need to do that. We really did not have much to talk about today. This is more of a
just kind of hanging out.
Chat,
We're just chatting today, man. Your English is not perfect. No, you're doing fine. Throw in some German. I know a little German. If you need, I can. Maybe I can remember what the word is. I got a 301 for fun. Nice and never dries out. It seems. Oh, that's good. Yeah, mine were bad. That's one I picked up at the Walgreens. I had high hopes because it looks cool. Yeah, this one. That's this one. It's just not really my jam. For $4, like it's a very low barrier to entry though. So like, totally fine.
You pick up a preppy first? I
would get a preppy first for sure. But whatevs. Also, I don't think I like this. I don't think I like the section or the way it capped. There was something weird going on with that I wasn't a huge fan of. But it was a long time ago I got that. So, you ordered yours from Zebra? Yeah, Zebra's a good place to get stuff. Super high variance in quality. That's probably true. So, like, it's entirely possible that I got a real bad one and somebody else get one that works perfectly fine.
Of course, yeah.
So that's a thing about that. Someone gave your mom a Zebra fountain pen to give to you, and she kept it because she likes writing with it. So there is a really good Zebra fountain pen, and it's just their like Zebra fountain pen with an exclamation mark. Let's see.
I think that if people are going to talk about Mike and Audrey, it should be Maudrey now.
Okay.
Maudrey.
And it's this one. These are, $350 to $40. Was that for a 12-pack? Yeah, probably. But like $350 comes in a bunch of different colors. The standard colors are quite good.
It's an easier fountain pen.
Yeah, that's what it always says. Yeah. These are pretty analogous to the Pilot Varsity, I think. But I actually like them a bit better. They're a finer point, and so they don't have as much of a... sometimes the Varsities can bleed if you're not using decent paper.
I was going to say, do you like a Varsity or Preppy better?
I like the Preppy better.
Okay.
Yeah. Not least because you can change the ink.
Yeah.
Varsity, you're kind of stuck with what you got. So, but this is I think surprisingly good. I got a big pack of these at BJ's. I think one time is what I did.
Oh, okay.
I got all the colors.
Not Auk.
What does that mean?
Mike and Audrey, Maudrey.
I see. Yeah. I got you. Auk.
You didn't get it. I had to explain it to you.
Yeah, no, I like it. Now I think it's fine. Before I was like, I don't know, I'm just not getting it. Can the Zebras be refilled? Well, not the fountain pen. Those really, like, technically, yes. But realistically, I wouldn't bother. Like, you can refill the Varsities, but, like, why though?
Mm-hmm.
Frankly. Instead of the Varsity disposables, those are pretty good. They're fine. I don't like them as much as I like some of the others, but I think they're pretty darn good for. They're also like really accessible. You can get them at like Target or whatever. So, but you can get these zebra fountain pen ones at I've seen them at Walgreens. Seen them at the Pop. What is it? Something Pop Shop or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The
Pop Shelf.
Pop Shelf has them, which is cool. So
man, I haven't been in the one in Burlington.
I've only been there that one time. Yeah. Did we talk about the Edison Pens production line price cut? No, we haven't. Oh, we didn't talk about the other thing I was gonna talk about. I almost forgot. Ruth reminded me a second ago, and that is the eBay auction for Sean Newton's charity thing. So Sean he's got an eBay. Huh. I didn't know you could do that. And go there. Every year, Sean Newton does like a pen auction for charity, and it goes to, help kids get into schools and that kind of stuff, which is really cool. It's very, very charitable of him, frankly. Oh, yeah. And so people donate pens to it. Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. He worked at, he was an art teacher, I think, before he was doing full-time pen stuff. And there's a Shown Design Ultim in there. That is inexpensive. It's only up for another 3.5 days. So there's a Pocket 6. There's a Gilbert Handmade. I don't know that one. Couple of pair of Twisbys, or a Twisby and a Kaweco rather. A lot of Chinese pens, Waterman and a Faber-Castell, Parker and Sailors. Oh, is that interesting? Yeah, a skinny little thing. Is that one of those super skinny sailors that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head? That's worth it.
I don't know what that's called. That's the one that
stupid thing called.
No idea.
My brain doesn't want to work. I don't have it in here. But yeah, might be. It looks super skinny. What else I got here? Mont Blanc.
Chelana?
Yeah, the Chelana. Yeah, it's a Bohem rollerball. How about that? That's kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, go check that out. Throw a bid in there. Some art that people donated. Go and throw a bid in there. See if you can get yourself a pen. Also, it goes to a good cause, so that's cool. Yeah, the Sailor has a gold nib. I think it's a Chelana. It's that's the one. Yeah, both of them coming in with the Chelana.
Several times a year he does them.
Oh, several times a year?
That's what Ruth says.
Wow. Pilot cartridges fit the V301 bit. You have to pierce it first. Weird. I would think it would be too big. Interesting. Oh, Sailor. Yeah. Oh, no. Pilot cartridges. That's weird. Would not have guessed.
Mafia Geeks wants you to show a real quick demo of the Panther if you have it handy.
Oh, yeah. So Mafia got on me for not having actually reviewed the Panther 40 somehow.
I mean, you've talked about it for so many years, but I didn't know you actually didn't do a review.
I didn't either. I totally thought I had. So, yeah, tell me what you want to see them next to, and I will show them to you. So, this is the Panther 40. This is one of my Panther 40s.
I was like, how many do you have? You have several.
At least 3. At least 3. Maybe more, but I think...
Yeah, it could depend on how many donations Sean gets throughout the time, if he has enough to do more. I know you have more. You have your OG. That's the OG.
I think those are the only 3 that I have in 40.
I'm surprised you only have 3.
Well, so for a long time, like he doesn't. Scott doesn't make them very often. No. It seems like, and there have been some times when I've gone for them and everybody's snapped them right up, or we'll see them at a show and I'll be like, I'll let somebody else get it. Like I don't have any of the ghost ones yet. I want a ghost because those look cool. They're like white. Yeah. So this is the most common sort of version of the Panther 40 you're gonna find. And it's I think it's my favorite Franklin-Christoph model, I think. Although, like, I don't like a lot of them, but this is probably my favorite model.
Still, I didn't know it's still your favorite.
I mean, like, I don't think about it all that much in terms of, like, what's my favorite one, but I think so. Every time I see a Panther, I'm like, ooh, I should get that, and, like, there'd be an 03, and I'll be like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I don't, like, have to get it, but a Panther, I'm like, So this is what it looks like with a nib in it. You have, I want to see them in hand. Yeah, so this is what it looks like in hand, unposted. It does have a really long cap, though.
Yeah, it's like a short long.
Yeah, it's almost a short long, so it's kind of meant to be posted. It does get kind of long when you post it, and so depending upon your hand size, it might be a little bit overbalanced. It doesn't bother me at all, and I post them most of the time. Plus, I think it looks nice when it's posted.
It does.
Really. The threads are at the back and not at the front of the section. So if you're a person that grips your pens very close to the front and you don't like the block threads at the front, they're pretty far back here. I guess I kind of write with my thumb on it, but they are block threads. So they're squared off and not sharp at all. They are on the barrel. So that's where it unscrews right there, right below the threads there. So threads are on the barrel, not on the section. I've never had one of these, like, I don't know, come unscrewed or anything like that. But this is the turquoise one with black. This is the OSG. This is a legit prototype of this pen that Audrey got me many, many years ago, well before she worked there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's got to have been...
I don't remember what year.
It's got to have been like 9 or 10 years ago. You gave it to me at Marge's. Have we been going to Marge's for Christmas that long? Maybe only 8. Look, it's been nigh on a decade, likely. But you can see a lot of differences between these pens. Like, the whole shape is kind of different.
The different clip now, too.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely an old school clip. The dimensions are slightly different. This one's a little bit shorter, actually. I think there's more of a taper on the old barrel, maybe. Although it's kind of hard to tell with the chatoyance. Yeah, I think it's got more of a taper on the old barrel. This one has multiple colors.
Some people might like the newer version, because some people don't like a taper.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. And you gotta have some taper to have it post. I think the new section is better. You can see the new section is wider and also has a flare toward the end. Yeah. Whereas this one is a much more sort of like classic kind of taper.
A little bit more conical. Goes,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it does. Yeah,
just a tiny bit.
Yeah, not much, but a little bit. I think the new section is a bit better. The caps are fairly similar, but the clips are very, very different. And you're not going to find one with triple bands. That's too much of a pain in the butt. They don't do that anymore.
It's classy looking though.
It looks great, but he was like, "I'm never doing that again."
It's a lot of pieces.
I want to say there are 2 or 3 of these out in the world of this style.
Yeah.
And we know somebody who has one of the other ones. I forget who it is, but somebody has one of the other ones.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I have one just like that." I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yeah." And he showed it to me. I'm like, "Holy crap, it's the same." So, a couple of them, but yeah. So there you go. That was one of the biggest things you want to know. Most other FC pens on the section, you prefer them on the barrel. Yeah, cool. Because a lot of times they'll be at the bottom, for sure. I think the threads on the grip section of your 45L have helped you hold the pen further back. I mean, it totally could. Totally could. So.
That's the good thing about pens. There's
infinite variety.
Scott thinks about all different things, and so things change in the hand because some people like it a little bit closer. Because I don't choke up really far on my pen, so I'm not hitting threads. If they're there, it doesn't bother me.
Right.
But there are some people who like the 20 because, there's no threads at all. It's the slip cap version of the Marietta. So, it's trying to change things up, just find something that works well for others. So, the shape, if you don't like the threads at the bottom of the 20, the 31 also has it that way, the 40... What else? Those are the 3 main ones that I can think off the top of my head.
The thing we're talking about, for those of you who don't know, is that
19?
Sometimes... the 19's on the back. Is that sometimes on Franklin-Christoph's, the threads will be right here at the end of the section, which means that you can have the body of the pen, I think, feels better sometimes when it's like that. But sometimes you hold your pen like very close to the nib. Some people just don't like having the threads there. But don't know how good it would be for a lefty. Oh, a Lamy Safari. It'd be great, actually, because they're kind of on the dry side, and so it'd be totally fine for a lefty. Also, I think lefties can use anything. There are a bunch of lefties in the chat here, and nothing holds them back on those, on pens, I don't think. What's this one? Oh, this is a 46. This also has the threads at the bottom of the section there. So, yep. 19, 31. I just happen to have a bunch of these in my case right here.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. So, yeah.
Here's the 31. I think the section on the 40 is more comfortable than the 31.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's bigger. It has like a better flare at the end. And it's like longer. I don't know. I just kind of like the section a little bit better. It just fits my hand a little bit better than the 31 does.
If you want a little bigger section, the pen. Do you know what model FC has the biggest section? diameter?
It's the is it the 2?
It's the 2.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get you. So yeah, it's the 2 is made to be posted. It's very polarizing pen, and it has been since it's been out. But it's one of those things that it is a bit thicker on the.
Yeah, this has a pretty serious taper, which is kind of hard to see from given what the material is. But this one's made to be posted very deeply. It posts actually, I think, deeper than the Panther does, or maybe the barrel or cap or something is shorter. But
back when I used to post my pens all the time, the O2 was my favorite because it just felt really nice in the hand.
This one's been hanging out in my pen well lately because I don't know, I've been enjoying it in there. It's a nice desk pen. So, and this is the 19. These are, I think, the last 2 Franklin-Christophs, the newest 2 Franklin-Christophs I bought, I think. Because they're wild.
Yeah, those are.
Oh wait, are they? No, I've gotten 50s.
Oh, you got the 50s. That's right. Yeah, you did.
Those are probably in a drawer.
Well, show the section on the 19.
It's like this. Yeah. So the 19 is a really fat pen, but
and the barrel, not the
section. Yeah. The barrel is thick, but the section is actually kind of small. I do wish the barrel of the section of these was a bit bigger. Just I want more section. Yeah. But I mean, it's a great pen overall. How close am I to a free one? I don't know. Like I don't count. But also, I'm not sure that I would ask for a free one, given that my wife works there.
Yeah.
That seems kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It seems weird to me, so I don't want to do it. Couldn't explain to you exactly why it seems weird, but it does.
Yeah. I mean, not to say that there aren't perks of working there, but at the same time, it's not. I still love my FCs, but it's one of those things that I get more enjoyment now of people finding ones that they love than me. You know what I mean? But sometimes I'll still find ones like, oh, I really like that.
Well, they were asking about getting like a 50th, I think.
Yeah.
Which is like a custom one. But I mean, like I've had Franklin-Christoph do custom ones for me before.
Yeah.
They've done a couple of 3 runs, I guess, of pens for me in the past. So like, I could do that, but also it'd be kind of fun to, like, if I was going to do that, I would maybe just get a custom one made and like sell some to people, like get a run of them.
A run of them, yeah. Exactly.
I haven't done it yet, but one of these days. Looking at either the 40 or the 03, but I think I'm going to get the new Visconti Mirage Mythos before you get another FC. What would you suggest as a first FC? That's tough without knowing what you're into, frankly.
The first thing I would go with, do you want a 5 or a number 6 nib? Number 5 nib is a little bit smaller than the number 6. Generally, people go for the number 6.
So this is the 40 and the 03 next to each other. The 03 has the threads at the bottom of the section there. But I'm actually surprised. They're like the same length, uncapped. How about that? I never noticed before. I don't think I've held these next to each other before. Yeah. Hey, Florida, what's up? Next custom FC, get a 46 extra long, modified to handle the number 8 nib. Well, FC doesn't have number 8 nibs, so I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. But I guess I could do that with like a Schoen or something, because he has like number 8 sections, but I don't have any number 8 nibs, so I don't know.
But yeah, finding a 5 or a 6 is the first thing to decide, and that will, sort of tell you. Most people will generally go for a number 6, and so depends on if you want a smaller pen, like a pocket pen, or if you generally like a more traditional size fountain pens.
I mean, so the thing about it is, like, I would say get a design that you think you'll like, and then like they've got a real no risk kind of return policy.
30-day return policy, pen, nib, whatever, just you can send it back to us. That's the thing. We understand that a lot of people can't
try them out
before you can't make it to a show, and so not every pen. We have lots of different models with different shapes that can be difficult. I understand that. Get
the Magna Carta number 8 nibs after a 50% reject rate. They're very good. Yeah, so half of them are very good. Pass. That sounds like more trouble than I want to deal with. Talking with the new FC that dropped, got a couple of emails today. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning. The Stilo Stile is up now. It's very pretty.
I already got rid of that tag. But I found a gold number 5 for some reason. I didn't have in a pen, so now you have to find a home for it. Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. I don't have any gold number 5s.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I
didn't send this. I totally thought I did. What? I hit enter and it doesn't send. It just like gives me a line break. That's the link to Sean Newton's eBay auction thing for charity. If you were interested in checking that out, do it. I totally thought I'd sent that message. So,
but the other thing to consider with the FC is if you want one that has a clip or not. That can sometimes be a make or break for some people. Like that first pen,
most of them can have clips or not, right?
Not a 46.
45s and 46s, no, but the modified ones don't, but most of them do. You know. But,
yeah, and the 66, pocket 66.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that FPR nib, so I can't test it for you. Sorry there. I don't have any FPR pens. I've never really seen one from them that I wanted. Just kind of, I don't know, not my style or something. But
it's all personal preference. That's why there are lots of pens in the world.
It's negative 17. That's not enough numbers.
Yeah, we need more numbers than that.
All your gold number 5s are Franken pens? Yeah, that's Claire's thing for sure. Yeah. Now that I've got this rip out, I kind of want to put ink in it. But I'm not gonna. That
pretty much goes with any of your pens, though.
If I get a pen out, I want to put stuff in it.
Yeah, you want to put stuff in it.
Yeah.
Freezing rain during the day. Oof.
Pass.
Wow.
Oh, man. I'm tired. I'm also hungry. What kind of pizza do you want?
I don't care.
Just get some Red Barons go out and get some Red Barons, bring them back.
I worked out and I had not eaten enough. I was doing heavy lunge day and so many lunges and squats, and I'm sitting there, I would do holds and squats and stuff, and I would stand up and I'm like, ooh, I'm a little lightheaded. So I had my protein bar, but I'm still hungry after even with my protein bar.
Universal Yums this weekend? No, because mine just got sent. I think I got the email yesterday.
Yeah, you told me yesterday.
So, yeah, no Universal Yums this weekend because I don't even know if I'll have it by next week. They always put it on the slowest possible. I don't know why it takes so long. It takes forever for Universal Yums to get to us. Yeah. So, nope, not this week. Maybe next week. We'll see. Although, is the week after that Baltimore? That can't be right.
20 days.
Whoa.
You need to ask our pet sitter.
I do. I need to make a note. Really hope that works out, because if it doesn't,
Yeah, the thing with flex nibs is, generally speaking, you have to know how to write with flex nibs. There are limitations to every single flex nib. You can spring them. You can just flex it too much even if you don't spring it, and then they'll railroad because the feed becomes separated from the nib too much, and it will just hard start or skip. And that's not really... It's not always the nib's fault. It's just there's just so much the nib can do. So that's just something that can happen. And just knowing going in that that's a possibility depending on... Yeah. So that's why I just get ground nibs, because I'm like, I'll get the line variation from a ground nib than me pressing, because I'm just not going to do great at it.
You drop scrags off at your house? Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, she can go play with Steffi Graf. She has dachshund friends.
She sure does. She knows a dachshund or two.
Yep. Our dachshund, my parents' dachshunds don't love to play with her so much, so
they hang out just fine.
Well, they do, yeah, but they're just not sitting there running around the yard playing.
Way deeper pen talk than you used to? That's what we do. Tarot tube? Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, nice. And they didn't predict that you were going to get some real deep pen talk on your next channel? I don't know. Welcome.
Ooh, I love a stroopwafel too. Oh, I would eat a stroopwafel so hard right now.
For real. Yeah. Steffi Graf's a snoozer there. There you go.
Oh,
Steffi Graf is the name of Denise's dog.
Yes.
Who is always Steffi Graf. We've never talked about her being Steffi. I've never heard Denise just call her Steffi.
She's called her other names, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's not just Steffi Graf, but I say always Steffi Graf.
For me, yeah. I have an old 1920 Flex no name. Yeah, I mean, they made good Flex back then.
Yep, and modern Flex just aren't the same way as the vintage Flex, and
they're not.
They're great, and they're just not.
Oh, the vintage ones. Yeah. Yep. Baltimore's across the country from you. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be across the country from a lot of people. It's true.
Yeah.
It's not that far from us. Oh, man, I need a nap.
It's not as bad.
What?
As Philly. Philly just seems
Philly is so far.
It's
too far.
We've said that so many times this year already, but man,
it's too far.
Once you hit Baltimore, you're like, we have to be almost there. And the nice thing about the Baltimore show, it's by the airport, which is on our side of Baltimore, so it's not quite as bad.
I wonder why there's so much interest in Flex nibs that somebody can't. So here's the thing about that. I don't think it's that nobody can make it. It's that it's not wise for anybody to make them.
Yeah.
So while there might be you hear a lot of interest, but not enough interest at the go into a production line phase, and also people don't really know what they're doing with Flex nibs and the propensity to damage those things. Anybody who makes a Flex nib is going to be eating a lot of nibs because people are like, oh, it broke, I want a replacement, or stuff like that. Just people wrecking nibs, and I wouldn't do it. It's too much risk.
There's just more risk in it, and they are fun, and just not having them flex as much is easier to get. You get a little bit, but the risk of having it damaged is less, and so
Oh, man, I could not stop yawning. May have to sign off so I can have some pizza and a nap, because or some caffeine or something. I don't know.
And there are still lots of old.
There's a lot of old Flex nibs out there still.
Yeah, and finding a reputable person with they know about Flex nibs and things. Yeah. There are definitely some people that go to shows and can talk to them about that and find what would work best for you. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. There are people who have the ability to make the pink nibs using OG machines and metallurgy, but the price point is prohibitive. Yeah, they would also be fantastically expensive. Is the other thing. Yeah. So if people think the Monarch nib is expensive, just look at a modern pink nib because
So it's not that it couldn't be done, but it's just
there's a lot of reasons not to. Yeah. Late to the party. Question for you.
I see Tom Bin. Oh no.
There is a Tom Bin back there. Remind me, how's it going with that special edition pack you got a few months ago with the orange interior? Love it. It's great. That's a fantastic bag. It's great. It's I don't
know if it's a fad about flexing because again, it's been a special thing since.
It's been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, watching somebody write who knows how to use a Flex nib is very satisfying. Yeah. You get to see videos where people get millions of views because it's so nice to watch. And it just is fun. I can get it, but I can't do it. And I know they're difficult to deal with. So.
Speaking of those bags, and another, not exactly a special edition, but kind of, that's Evergoods is where I got that bag from. Nope, come back. And they have a set of orange ones right now, which are pretty great. You can get all those in burnt orange, which is real good. I've seen some pictures that some folks have gotten of this one. It looks amazing. It makes me want it, but I don't know, man. I've already got several bags in that configuration. I'm I need to. Really, every time I hit enter, I want it to just send. I don't ever want it to do anything else. So there's that one, and then there's also these, which I am also tempted by. The slate gray capsule set. Looks like they still have all of these, and these are deceptively dark in their pictures on here, but they're actually a really good looking gray. And then these have on the interior blaze orange. Like my bag.
Blaze.
Just a real blazy orange. Actually, this helps show the color of the bag better because there's a black. Yeah. So this is the deep black, and then this is what the gray looks like.
It's definitely more of a charcoal.
Yeah.
Smoky color. Yeah.
And I'm tempted to get this one because I have one of the original bags in this size, but it's kind of an olive drab color, and it's fine, but also this has the new back panel, and it's got, the blaze orange interior. So maybe I'll get one of these and sell my older one. I don't know. That's
look, that Tom Bin bag, it is very expensive.
Yeah.
But I have used it
to
travel to the Fly 2 shows. I can put all my nib things in that, and it's good.
We have two of I have two of those, I guess, really. And I was thinking I would sell the red one, which I got first. This is the guides edition, and I think it's beautiful. And I was going to sell maybe the red one, but then we started doing some flying stuff, and it's just the best travel bag. I mean, it
holds so much.
Yeah.
Like so much more than you would think it would. And it fits underneath the seats that all the different airlines that I've tried.
Yeah.
What is a signib? How does that compare to a flex nib, Mike?
I don't know. You make them. Oh, it's not at all like a flex nib. It's an entirely different beast.
Yeah.
That is a nib that Audrey right here grinds. Where is the big one? So I can show the easiest. I think this has got the big one in it. No, it doesn't. Where's the big one? Oh, it's in this one. I was very close. It's the other pin of that color. The signib is somewhere in between a stub and an italic. It stands for stub italic gradient.
Yeah.
Just bust in when I get stuff wrong if you want. And you can see it has a very interesting nib shape there that gives you the line variation of a stub, and like it's a bit more forgiving than an italic. But it also will give you a different like sort of line as you increase your angle. Right?
So
It gets sharper as you go more vertical.
If you write more shallow down a lower angle, you're going to feel the stubness more. But it's not as much line variation. But as you write more vertically, it's going to...
Well, it's line variation, but it's softer. It's not as crisp.
It's not as crisp, yeah. So the edges I take down a little bit more.
So...
Yeah.
Wide verticals, narrow horizontals, and then as you go more vertical... Like, just the edges get very... There's sort of a difference between an italic and a stub that you see. And it's kind of hard to reproduce. Oh, I've actually got a lot of paper here, and I think that's kind of like softening a little bit because it's cushy. But you definitely get like a sharper edge as you go more vertical on these things. But it's a great nib.
It's like an everyday rider, like a stub-like, but it's a little bit more line variation.
Yeah.
And so, sometimes if I'm wanting to take lots of notes and things, having an italic, sometimes I don't want to sit there and think about having the exact angle, which there is a nice soft spot and sweet spot for the signib too, of course, but it's not going to sit there and like catch on edges and things like that as like you could get with an italic.
And you can get pretty small with the signibs. Like even an extra fine sig is pretty darn good to write with. I have one of those.
Which is saying something for Mike, since he is the broad queen of everything.
Look, I use fines and mediums sometimes, but almost never extra fines. I have like 2 extra fines total.
So flex nibs, you're pressing down on the nib to get the line variation, whereas this is just you're taking the nib that's usually a nice ball tipping and just taking the edges, the top and the bottom off some, so you're going to get the line variation that way.
So this one is sort of a flex nib. This is a steel flex nib from Leonardo. You can see this line is way thicker than the other two, but that's because I pressed on it. You can make it, I don't know, like double the line width. You do have to kind of press harder than you would think for these, but it is fairly effective if you think about it. But with these like stubs and sigs and stuff, that's just what it does. You don't have to press on it at all. It's just great. So I have a lot of sig nibs.
Thanks, Anthony, for getting a broad sig. Yep. Appreciate that.
There you go. That's what that is. Anyway, now the bag I want them to do colors in is this one. I've been using this bag all week and I love it. It's one of my favorites. I
thought there was a rodent or something in our house because my foot is down here, and all of a sudden I felt something scurry against my foot and like go away, and then it did it again. It's a cat that's down here, and she's flicking her tail once in a while, and I did not even know she was down here at all.
Any mouse that comes in this house has decided to not be alive anymore. 3 cats and a terrier means that any rodent that comes in here.
We did once have a mouse.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice it's
happened.
We've
lived here for 10 years too, which again, we don't live in the country, but sort of. I mean, there's some houses, but it's on the skirts.
Like there's woods and stuff, but like
And Mr. Nose will not eat, drink, or sleep until a mouse comes out, and then he knows it's it's not there anymore.
You able to draw how it looks? Well, I mean, I showed you one. Like, looks like this.
So it's more, I can't really show it without the smaller. I can't draw it either, but I use my hand to sort of do that, which is silly, but.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. This is a dramatic version because this is a double broad.
It's a bigger, yeah, there's more tipping, you can see it.
So, like, it'll look more or less like this on the smaller ones too, but this is the most dramatic version of it. You can't get the double broad anymore because those nibs have gone away. Hopefully they'll bring them back one day, but... Is that pen body wood? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
This is a Ryan Krusak pen. This one has actually been lacquered, which it's why it's all shiny. He doesn't like to lacquer them, but this one, I was telling him I was afraid to use it because it's so blonde. And I'm like, I'm going to get ink on this thing and ruin it. I'm going to cry. And so he's like, well, I don't like that. So he went and lacquered it for me, which is really nice. And like, look how shiny it is. Yeah, I have a few from him, and these are wood-bodied pens. Then they have in the cap a liner. Like he makes an acrylic liner, or sometimes an ebonite liner, I think. Or is it the pen body? No, this is just the collar. So the section here is ebonite, so is this little collar, and then the interior is like an acrylic that he makes that fits the inside of the cap, so that you don't get ink coming through the wood of the cap. So it is pretty. I like it. So there we go. But yeah, I love a signib. I love a stub. Italics are usually too much for me in terms of sharpness, but that's because I'm lazy and I don't want to think about it.
But I'm able to make them for you.
Well, sure, but I mean, you just gotta alter something down.
Yeah,
And then that's just for reference what a round nib ends up looking like. This actually, that's another sig nib. So is that. I think the sig's all the way down apparently, but this is a round nib. I didn't have anything done to this one, I don't think.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this one's round. So you see how it's kind of just the same line weight all the way around, and sig nibs and stubs and stuff just make it look like instantly kind of classier. So yeah. So that's what they're for. So
yeah, how I do the sig nib, I'm like in the wrong spot here. I have to do it with my other hand and I can't do it. So yeah, the bottom is more rounded on the bottom, so it's more stub-like. And then I basically take it where I have it chiseled down on the top. So if you're writing with the top angle more, it's going to be that crisp line, but you're getting more on the bottom. It's more rounded if you write shallower that way.
Is the sig different than crisp italic? Yeah, it is. Do I have
and I take basically half the amount of the tipping as a stub and an italic. So really it's sort of that in between amount on the nib.
On the more usual writing surface, it's more of like a stub, and then on the tip it's like an italic. So the difference between stubs and italics is essentially that well, this I can draw because this isn't hard.
I know on the website they have the pictures too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and Mark Backus has that as well.
Yeah. So in italic, the sides are like these. It's just hard sides, right angles. On a stub, it's more round here and then flat on the bottom.
Yeah.
So, and then on a round one, it's just kind of round with a flat-ish spot on the bottom. So this gives you those nice crisp edges, which you can totally get with a sig by going a little bit more vertical. But this is more forgiving, and if you tend to like angle your pen, or you're not like precise about which angle you're writing at, it will still give you the line variation without giving you the sort of like cut in. Maybe you can actually hear it, because I can make it cut in on these. Yeah. That's what an italic sounds like when you get the edge, too far on the edge, and it just also doesn't want to write very well if you go too far. Because it's shaped
differently, so it's not wanting that the slit is not, and tines aren't sitting on the page properly. So
yeah. So the reason I don't want to try to draw a sig is because it's got a complicated set of curves, and it's not like one thing. It's not just like this. It kind of cups and also has slashes on the side. I don't want to try to draw it. It's too complicated. So anyway, there you go. I just need to wait and see if maybe some extra money comes in. No, I get it.
Oh, yeah,
I get it.
We get it.
You can get just nib unit. Yeah, you can just buy the nib itself if you just want to get a sig. Are the macro photos? Maybe there are. I don't know. Don't know. But there you go. There you go.
There you have it.
There you have it. There you have it. All right, folks. I'm gonna say it's about time to get off of here. It's 6:30, and it's time for me to have some food. So, upload a video of you grinding one. It wouldn't be very It wouldn't be very impressive.
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't be very entertaining.
Yeah, I don't
Nibs
think
are
you
very
would get
small.
anything. Yeah, to have it close enough to be able to get anything would be very difficult, and it would just be like me focusing on doing a little bit of movement and checking, and then just go. Yeah, I mean,
come to a pin show. You can watch her do it. Well, no, that's not true.
No, but at any pin show, you will have people that are grinding
and
all day.
It'll look pretty much the same. Like this.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult, and to really know what to do or what we're doing is to have to do it yourself. It's just okay, if I turn it this way, this is what it looks like, and this is what it will do. So it's just looking at a nib itself or a picture of one, and then what you think it would would be, and then you sort of see if it does that.
So also while you're grinding it, a lot of folks might think that you're looking at it a whole lot, but really it's more feel and sound.
There's a lot, it's a lot.
And
of
so
it too.
it's like hands and also ears and stuff that tell her what is going on with that nib more than looking at it.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're grinding, once in a great while, depending on how soft the nib is, it will shift, and so that makes it a little bit of a different noise too. So there's more to it than you think of just visual, but it is definitely hearing as well.
Yep. So there you go. All right, folks. We're gonna sign off. That's what's up. Yeah. Thanks for joining us very much. Thanks very much for joining us. Man, I need calories in my body. Thanks very much for joining us. We will see you next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, think about what you put on the world, make it a better place, and
You're twitching next week?
Oh, yeah, I'm probably twitching next week on Monday and Wednesdays at twitch.tv/InkDependenceMike, or right up there.
I will be walking in these Crocs. Thank you, Becky.
Walking in them Crocs.
Walking in these Crocs.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, I'll see you later, and until next time, barahe.
Have a great week. Cheerio, barahe.
Cheerio, barahe. Bye, everybody. Take care.